Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something from Remette. Actually, I'm going to tell you right now, this is my favorite looking Remette by a landslide, actually. I mean, I like a lot of their stuff, but as soon as I saw this, I said, I have to get one. And Remette, you guys took your sweet time sending it, that's fine. But, man, listen to me complain. This knife looks amazing. What I am going to decide for myself today is if it is actually my favorite knife that Remette has ever made. It's very cool. I very much appreciate Remette going, out of the general parameters of knife design to create this one. It is available, to my knowledge. I will link it down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. What do we have here? There's a few videos circulating of this knife. In fact, I think there's quite a few content creators who have gotten to handle this before me. I'm very jealous, but very happy to finally have it here with me. Yes, here we go. This is exactly the folded size that I was expecting. Look at that. Presumably a DLC frame, and then we have this sort of kind of dark icy blue crystal titanium. Now for the grand finale, let's deploy it. Look at that. I love symmetry. I absolutely love symmetry. I love these folding dagger style knives. It's not sharp on this side. There's probably laws against manufacturing it with, like a double-sided edge over there in China, or at least I assume so, you would think, right? But they could have done that because none of the blade is exposed on this side. But yeah, the symmetrical designs, I've talked about this many times. One of my favorite knife designs of all time is the Sharp by Design Arch Nemesis. That is actually a true double-sided folding dagger. But many companies have tried to do their own folding daggers, and I gotta tell you, very few succeed in making a good-looking one. Remette, in my opinion, has done a very good job of making a visually palatable, dagger style or symmetrical style blade. I kind of get it. It is a little bit tricky because the idea is you want the blade to fit entirely within the handle, but when you do that, it's kind of hard to have the blade width that actually looks good with the handle. In this case, though, they did do it. So you have a front flipper and you have a rear flipper, and this is another tricky part. Because these flipper tabs act as this sort of dividing zone between the handle and the blade, and in some cases they kind of represent, or they kind of look like the guard in like a fighting style dagger, or the cross guard in a sword, right? It's kind of tricky to design them in a way that looks good and allows you to properly deploy the knife. And in this case, I think Remette, you need to keep your finger out of the way when you front flipper, that one's going to come around. But in this case, I think Remette actually did a really good job. I believe this is also DLC and probably M390 in here. I don't see any markings on the blade, but I suppose it could be some other steel. We're not really reviewing this knife today. It's just an unboxing and first impressions. But first impressions on this knife, it is exactly what I expected it to be. It is exactly what I hoped for it to be. And I'll still carry it and review it. In fact, I plan on EDCing this and really enjoying it. But I think now handling it, I can say that this is my favorite design from Remette. Not in terms of its functional, its functionality. I'm not saying that it's the most useful EDC knife that they've ever created. It's not the most utilitarian. No, it will work, but as far as design goes, this is definitely the coolest thing. Now, the other thing here that I'm sure you guys thought I missed is that this is not specifically a liner lock here. I just keep disengaging it with the liner lock. But this is actually a pivot button operated liner lock, making this even cooler. That is super fun. You don't actually have to put your fingers in the path to disengage it. You can simply push the button and it works. Now, there is obviously a position that you don't want to be in while you're gripping this knife, and that's way up here because your index finger can land on the button. And then if you're left-handed, actually you can You can mount this for left-handed carry. If you're left-handed, you also don't want to be squeezing up here by the pivot because squeezing can allow it to disengage. So whether you are right or left-handed, you need to keep your fingers back south, so to speak, of the button, which actually there's plenty of room to do that. I like that a lot. It's a little bit tricky to utilize these sort of choke up zones unless you're gripping it like this, right? Like if you're opening a package like this or, like this, that's fine. Just make sure and keep your finger off of that button there. Let's take a look at that hole. Let's take a look at the hole in the blade here. Looks good, and we have kept that even. The grind line coming down, and it's probably not going to split perfectly. Wow, they did a really good job though. When you have one unsharpened side, like you have an unsharpened swedge, and you're meeting it with a like a center line, and you have to meet with a sharpened bevel on the other side, it's a little bit tricky on exactly how to split that because you're going to be uneven with that sharpened bevel. And honestly, Remette did about as good a job as I could expect from anyone. That really is about as good looking as it can be. A lot of times, that divider line, that center line, down the middle of the blade can't actually be perfectly straight down the middle because one side has the bevel. There's a bevel down to the cutting bevel is what I'm saying. It has the cutting bevel, right? So a lot of times you see the line off center just enough to have it connect with the sharpened bevel and leave room for the tip to be absolutely sort of apex centered. And that's not really the case here. And if it is, it's so subtle, it's kind of hard to see. This does come in a few different configurations. So if you don't like this, we have some other options. But this button-operated liner lock element really kind of drives this one home. And I think that this is a pretty expensive knife, but as far as its general competition, right, again, taking into consideration that this is a presumably DLC-coated M390 blade, and then you probably have a few different options, DLC and non-DLC, right, crystal titanium or, various anodized sort of pivot dressings here. It is expensive, but, versus competition and considering what it is, if I remember the price tag correctly, I don't think I was super offended by it. I think it's pretty neat. This is obviously not the type of pocket knife that you buy when you're looking to maximize daily utility. It's the type of thing that you buy when you're a pocket knife enthusiast and you're wanting something different in the oversaturated 2026 knife market, and you still want it to be functional. Cool, but functional. And I think they accomplished this exactly. Let's go ahead and measure it. The overall length of the Infinite Power, which is the corniest and coolest name. Like, honestly, hats off to them for just going for it, right? They're like, what should we call it? Let's call it the Infinite Power, because why not? They're already limited on what they can call knives now, So overall length is coming in at 7.85 inch. Interesting, it's not quite 8 inches. Blade length is coming in at 3.35. Yeah, 3.35 and cutting edge about 3 1/4. We can weigh it as soon as my scale reveals itself from its hiding spot. There we go. The weight coming in at 4.8 ounces, actually heavier than I thought it would be. What do we have in here? This is probably a steel liner lock. 1 second here. Yeah. Not titanium. That would have been cool, but it is a steel liner lock. Pretty neat. You guys will get a full comprehensive review of this knife down the road. That's going to be it for today's first impressions. This is awesome, though. I do like this a lot. Very cool. Keep mixing it up, Remette. This is the type of stuff that at least a lot of my viewers really like to see. We're stuck in a world where we're seeing the same things over and over and over again. So this is very, very cool. Very happy with this. Thanks again to Remette. Links in the description for this guy. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.